So I wanted to share with you what I've been up to. I like to challenge myself as far as my journal making goes. If you follow the journals that I make, I don't usually make the same ones, over and over and over. I like to try something different. The problem with that is when you're challenging yourself, at least for myself, I tend to make them maybe more difficult or bigger or whatever it is. And then the cost just starts, obviously escalating. And for those of you that have been so loyal in purchasing my journals, I really, really appreciate it. So what I wanted to do was to challenge myself to make something that is still, attractive, cute, whatever word you want to call it, and practical and user-friendly and more cost-effective so that I can get some journals out there that I could afford. I was joking with a friend, I can't afford my own journals, So I came up with these. Let me, hold on a second. How many did I make? I got a little crazy here. I made 7 of these. And they all are pretty basically the same. These are the covers. And like I say, they're basically all the same. What I'll do is I'll go and flip through one. The size is about 4.5, 4 3/4 by 6 1/4. Now the cover is made out of canvas, and I just have some ribbon as a closure. The front, they all have a little pocket with either, you can use as a tag or a bookmark or whatever you want to use. They all have some kind of floral image in the front. And of course I had to put my bug. So the bug is in all of them too. When you go inside, this is burlap that has some lace on top of it. And I put just a few leftovers from the papers that I've used in all these. When I cut them down, there was some pieces this size. So I put, I believe, about 3 or 4 in each one. The pages are all echo dyed in one fashion or another from my leftover batches that I do my echo printing. And then I also have pictures from a gardening book, let's say. It had birds, it had flowers, it had all kinds of stuff. So this is more what I would call a spring journal. That's what I would use it for. As you know, I like to leave most of my pages just bare so that these are usable journals. Of course, I have to put a little bit of my fabric. I can't make them without some fabric and a little bit of, some kind of little jewel of some kind. And so that's how all of these are. I believe, I'll have to double check how many pages there are. I believe there's about 50 pages. This is one of my envelopes. This is in each one of the journals. It's the same. There's some stickers in here that are butterflies. I think there's like four stickers in there. And then I had some leftover stamping that I had done that had to do with the garden. So I've put a few of these inside of each pocket so that you can go ahead and add those into your journal if you like. Some more of the book, a little fabric tabs. Trying to turn it into a new word. Yeah, hey, that's a new word. Tabrix. Oh, does your journal have tabrix? Okay, shut up, Rosemary. Alrighty. And here is some more from the gardening book. I just love amaryllis. Don't you guys love those? Too bad their blooming time is so short. Alright. And some more papers. And an ambulance going by. This is just another one that's been echo printed. And it's a single signature, but chunky. And here is a little folder that's been echo dyed. I should say echo printed. And here is another echo print. And then in the back flap, there's one in the front and the back. I just made a little miniature little book. To put here in the back. And there you go. I thought they came out cute. I've got the sewing, I've got the spraying, I got the echo dyeing, I have the fabric, and I have little sparklies. So I tried to include a little bit of my favorite things in the journal, but yet keep it affordable. So, like I said, they're all pretty much the same as far as the interiors. The only thing that's different are the fronts, but everything is the same. They all have the same envelope with the same little printouts in each of them. They each have one of these, each have one of those. So I really tried to duplicate them as much as possible, and they all have the little book. So I'll be putting these in my shop. Hopefully they'll be there by the time you see this. And like I said, I made 7 of these. I'm just going to list them all the same. I'm not going to separate them because they're all identical. So you just like a little grab bag. Okay, I've changed my mind. I am going to list them individually. So let me show the fronts real quick. So when you see them on the listing, you know which one it is. I wish I knew the name of all these flowers, but I don't. I know a few, but not too many. Okay. I'm starting to plant all my stuff, so to get my garden going. I'm going to try some vines. I'm going to try some flowers that I've never planted before, because I've been researching which ones would be good for my echo dyeing. So that's what I'm going for. I'm really planting things that should be good printers. So we'll find out. This will be the test year. My first year to do the flowers, I've only been doing predominantly, you know, the leaves in the fall, because that's when I started doing that. So, we'll see. Alrighty, that's, I think, all of them. Alright, I hope you liked them. They were cute, they were a lot of fun to make, and I think they would make a really nice journal for this spring.